So those are all facts.
Right.
They don't have another contract they don't have any other quarterback under contract for 2025.
Cooper Rush is on a 1 year. Trey Lance's rookie deal is up.
Okay. It's just all signs point to you've got to do this. And here we are, 9 days before the season. Why do they do this? Why? I mean, Clarence Hill, I asked this question, and he said that the Joneses just have to win deals, that they've got to win the art of the deal. They have to do it.
The art of the deal, maybe.
They're being beaten on the art of this deal. It's clear that they are, they appear to be, a cornerback that's been beaten and is swimming hard to try and get to the receiver that's 5 yards down the field and is going to draw the flag. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way it looks in this deal. Am I wrong on this?
Well, did they win the art of the deal on CeeDee Lamb? Maybe the art of the deal, it played out the way they wanted it to.
I'm not saying that's what their end result is. I'm just wondering, why are we talking about this again?
Well, my point on CD was they eventually paid him 34. If they did this deal back in February and said, look at all these other receivers who are going to get paid, maybe that deal gets done at 32 or 33. So you're not saving money. You rarely with top players, definitely not with franchise quarterbacks, save money by waiting. Sometimes teams get burned. Okay, the Eagles paid Carson Wentz early. The Rams paid Jared Goff early. The Cardinals, we'll see how it plays out. Kyler Murray seems to have everybody behind him now, but it looked like, man, maybe that was not a great idea to pay him early. But if you want to get the best value, doing those contracts sooner is generally better. So we're already out the door of when other teams would have tried to get these deals done. With Dak now, you've put yourself up against the wall here. I know Jerry said the other day, while CD was the one who was not here, Dak has been here. In other words, that's why we got CD done first, which sends a pretty clear message to everybody else who comes up with the Cowboys. Hey, just hold out, because then they'll think that's the priority.
Oh, my.
With Dak, though, you're pushing up against a soft deadline, which is the start of the regular season here. Jerry likes headlines. There's no doubt about it. We have talked a lot about the Cowboys here and everything surrounding all these different situations. There are signs that they are motivated to get a deal done with Dak Prescott. Should they have done this in March? You certainly made an intellectual argument that most franchises would have, but there is still time. The number probably hasn't changed that much. You are going to have to give up a lot here to the player to get him under contract. And Dak maybe sent a message of his own yesterday by saying, when he was asked, what does it mean if the deal doesn't get done, said just the way that people feel.
So, because I'm hunting and pecking for team leverage here, and I think maybe I've found it. Because you said Dak's camp, and rightfully so, is like, if we don't get it from you, we're going to get it in free agency. Who is going to spend $60 million a year on someone else's quarterback next year? Give me the Dak market. Give me the Dak market.
Teams spent,
for
Rich,
2025
in this offseason, $55 million to re-sign Tua Tagovailoa, $55 million to re-sign Trevor Lawrence.
These are all their quarterbacks that they drafted.
To re-sign Jared Goff. Kirk Cousins, 36 years old, coming off a torn Achilles, signed for $45 million a year.
That's 45, not 60.
Guaranteed.
Not 60.
These are still massive, massive numbers. Dak Prescott was one of the top vote getters for MVP.
I understand
a year ago.
I get it. So give me the team.
The answer is somebody. Okay, well, let's go down the list of who has the uncertain quarterback situations where you don't know their future plan. Matthew Stafford in L.A., effectively is on a 1-year contract.
Okay.
He got a raise to $40 million this year. He gave up his future guarantees. We don't know if Matthew Stafford's going to play football in 2025. Put the Rams on the list. The Raiders right now are proceeding with Gardner Minshew as their starter, Aiden O'Connell as the backup.
Yes.
It is fair to say, after all the speculation about whether they were going to draft a quarterback, if Michael Penix had been there, would they have taken him at number 12? It's fair to say the Raiders quite possibly are going to be in the starting quarterback market. What is Seattle's plan moving forward at the quarterback position? You've got Geno Smith under contract. This is really the last year of where you're kind of committed to Geno Smith. They traded for Sam Howell, but he was just available in this offseason for a late-round draft pick in a trade with Washington. So they quite possibly are going to be in the quarterback market. Cleveland's tied to Deshaun Watson for another 2 years beyond this one for $92 million guaranteed. But let's say it doesn't work out. Let's say Deshaun Watson gets hurt again, or isn't playing well enough, does Cleveland decide, hey, it's the right time to move on? The Giants are in the last guaranteed year of Daniel Jones' contract.
Dak
you
goes to
can't
the
tell
Giants.
me if Dak Prescott is available and your options are keeping Daniel Jones around on a non-guaranteed year. Is TJ getting really stressed? You're
Yes,
looking
he
behind
is.
me. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm just listening. This is off the top of my head, Rich. I didn't
Steelers.
come prepared to answer this question.
Right.
There are a lot of teams. The Steelers have 2 quarterbacks who are on 1-year contracts
That's a
at
worry.
this point. What are the Tennessee Titans going to do if Will Levis is not the dude? They just moved on from the other one. And Malik Willis, I doubt Mason Rudolph is a starting quarterback plan. And I'm sure there's several others that I haven't even mentioned here. That's already 6 teams right there who, if they don't have the guy, you can look into the draft here. And I know that, based on when the scouts had their meetings earlier on in the spring, there's like 5 or 6 guys who maybe could emerge with first-round grades out of this. But those are not sure bets. Even the 6 guys who were taking the top 12 picks this year, history would suggest that only 2 or 3 of them are going to work out. And look how quickly teams have moved on from high draft picks in recent years. In this offseason, you had Mac Jones change teams. Sam Howell, I know he wasn't a high drafted quarterback, but he was playing a lot. He changed teams. Zach Wilson changed teams. Trey Lance was already gone after year 2.
Justin
In other
Fields.
words, let's wind it back in Justin Fields as well. All right, who are the guys who were in last year's draft class? Well, Bryce Young, who it didn't look good in year 1. And again, I'm not sitting here saying they're going to move on from Bryce Young.
You're showing off
but
with
if you
them.
have 2 bad years in a row, you look around the league and you'd say maybe they're looking out there. If Anthony Richardson gets hurt again, the Colts believe in Anthony Richardson. They want to be the guy. But if it doesn't work out, you can name any number of teams, Rich, as much as it's been going for 20 years, that unless you're in Green Bay, you play the quarterback immediately, and if it doesn't work out, you move on from the guy really fast. Like the Giants are the rare team with Daniel Jones where they doubled down on, well, we don't know yet. We want to give him a little bit more time. There's any number of places, and there just aren't a lot of quarterbacks who are going to be available that you don't have to give up something in terms of draft capital to get them.
And this man woke up at 3 in the morning.
I got a 4-hour
done,
head
Tom.
start here getting ready for this
go.
segment.
Well done.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.